in sensitivity training for a politically correct world. My name is Woody. That is Greg Gorey.
Yeah, hi, Woody.
We got Menace.
Hey.
Gina Grad.
Hi.
Seabass is right there. We got Sammy.
Hello.
Morgan is here.
Hey.
Phones open, 877-44-Woody. Send us a text over to 22987. Now, even though we're not hiding things from parents anymore, we have to hide things from coworkers. I think every office goes through this at some point, whether it's meals that are left in the refrigerator, people taking other people's stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll say radio's worse.
this is, dude.
There are literal thieves among us.
I've known people who got fired for stealing. Like, it's so stupid.
They actually got fired?
Oh, yeah. This is a dude that was caught at like 2 a.m. taking lift passes for a ski resort.
Oh.
And he was told
God.
all you had to do if you wanted those was ask.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
they would
God.
give them
Instead,
to
you're now fired.
But like we are lucky, quite frankly, to have our own locked studio because in past stations, if you left anything at all, bottle of promotional whatever, DVD, anything, it was gone the next day.
Here, I'll give you a perfect example. You guys remember the story. So yes, our studio is locked. However, I had I guess I got distracted because I had printed off some stuff for the show, like some prep stuff, like stuff I had written, things for the show for the next day, and I had printed it off, and it was sitting on the printer outside of our studio. Okay, I just hadn't collected it yet. I got distracted by like another whatever. Anyway, so it turns out the person who had came on the air after us picked that stuff up, went into the studio, used it as their own, and then knew it was mine, knew it belonged to the show, and then tried to like be all slick about it and put it back after. And so like, wait a minute, and we found out about it, and I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Well, it also turns out that there was one day where we left the door open, and he walked in here, walked over to like my pile of stuff that I have over here on the side, and just like flipped through to see what he could use for his show. Like walked into our studio. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
He hasn't worked here in a long time.
We watched it on camera because there's eight cameras
There's
in the
cameras
studio.
all over the goddamn thing.
Cameras.
Like,
You say there's cameras all over the place.
So, there was
Well, we
another
just happened to
guy.
be sitting in the office when this dumbass walked in.
Yeah, and then there was another guy, and I confronted him personally. I'm like, dude, what the F are you doing?
What'd he say?
Research? Put it back. I'm like, that's not the point.
Oh, my God.
I thought, there was a guy, and you would think that he would know better. I'll tell you why in a second. But when Taylor Swift was doing her big tour, and there were all this, like, remember people were like lining up forever for the merchandise?
Oh,
yeah. The sweatshirt.
Or our sister station, which is like the top 40 station, they had all this stuff that they were doing, part of the promotions for, the Taylor Swift phenomena, whatever was going on.
Yeah.
And this guy had a key to the different offices. So he was going in like in the middle of the night and taking stuff out of the offices. So then the people from the radio station would go like, oh, well, what the hell happened? Where did the Taylor Swift whatevers go? Oh, well, go back on the camera. So they go to the person. They go, hey, can you pull up the cameras? And they're like, oh, yeah, we really couldn't find anything. So it's a big mystery. But then they had the people in the IT and engineering department go look at the same cameras that this person was supposed to look at. And what do you know? There it is. Because the person who took all the stuff was the person in charge of all the cameras. You know where all the cameras are.
Oh, my God.
Menace is a way to defeat that is to make sure the cameras aren't set to record.
Yeah, duh.
But I guess he didn't have control over all that. I think it was just he had access. Like if somebody needed something pulled, I don't think he had the control to do that because like you would think of all the people he would know about.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's why you hold up magnets against it.
Thank you.
Long story longer. This is the email that we just got. They just sent everybody an email. You have it over there, Seabass?
Yes, this just came in.
Yeah.
A reminder about your overnight desk items.
Overnight.
Please be mindful of leaving personal belongings on your workstation overnight. Now, when I first saw that, I thought, oh, they're mad about people leaving because this office is supposed to be
garbage,
clean and whatever.
No.
Anything left unsecured is done so at your own risk.
Yeah, they're saying they accept no responsibility for theft in the office.
Not liable for lost, stolen, or damaged items. We recommend taking your high-value items home or storing them securely in a cabinet or office, locked office by the end of the day. In other words, we've had somebody stealing something, and I hope they found it on the camera.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know, but now they have to send this out because people
cover their eyes.
Can't be not thieves in this office.
Well, you know what they're leaving with no problem is the rotting food in the refrigerator.
But Gina, every refrigerator has a sign on it that says that they'll clean it out at the end of every week.
But it's not in English, though.
Oh, wait, it is. Yeah, so which they'll turn out enforced. But yeah, just classic radio station scumbaggery. Now that being said, I have computers, speakers, so it's all locked in a closet. So, or in our office, I should say, or in this room.
Mm-hmm.
You got a dildo in there too.
I got all kinds of dildos.
So many,
like stealable stuff.
So much stuff.
Yeah.
But I wonder what got stolen.
Yeah, but now Woody's really probably the best person. Woody and Morgan probably are the two people who talk to the folks around here the most. So you guys now have to go out and axe and find out what was stolen.
Yeah, do a little recon.
We're the social butterflies here?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Oh.
Woody talks to everybody. Well, I mean, he's upper level. You're lower level, obviously.
Yeah, thank you for clarifying that.
But like,
because no one was clear on that.
And Morgan, you know what you may notice?
Yes, say
you might
more.
notice like one of your little low level buddies might be gone, and that's the person you stole, obviously.
True.
Oh, yeah. Let me check on my low level buddies.
Yeah. Are there any losers absent today?
Let me call the group chat.
Hold on. So here.
Woody's he's making some calls already.
Oh, hold on. We'll see if we can get an answer. We'll see if he even answers first.
Hey, this is on.
He knows.
He's busy.
We're on to him.
Yeah, I'm sending him an email right now. What? Hey, man. What
Hey, what got stolen?
got stolen?
And if he
Probably
replies,
something dumb. It's like probably some promotional items again that they needed for something.
yeah, because otherwise, people don't bring their own. I mean, people who work in radio don't have any money, so they don't bring their own things in. Really,
Yeah,
leave
for
valuables
show and tell
around.
day.
I mean, if it's like in the sales area, there's always like a ton of promotional item stuff that people
Yeah,
probably
like
just thought they could take.
But it says high value items to lock up your high value items.
Yeah, this indicates that it's a personal property
think
thing,
personal
not a
property.
company property
Like a
thing.
purse or a wallet.
Yeah.
or
Right.
something.
Yeah, because I would think like there's more and more places because they are trying to save every dime they can.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they start firing people for taking copy paper, toilet paper, the plastic forks from the and they say that's. I mean, I guess technically it would be stealing if you just like took it to bring it home.
I mean, they're office supplies.
Right.
I've lost some of my big sharp chef's knives, and that's why I had to put my name on them.
Oh my God,
no.
Seabass! I got a text yesterday from a guy that works downstairs. He's like, "What's Seabass's knife doing down here?" And
See,
what?
I told you she knows
And he
all
was
the
like-
low level people.
Slicing cake.
he's like, "Why does he have to write his name on everything?"
Yeah.
Because otherwise they walk away, and they still walk away downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
apparently.
it ended up down there.
Like I don't consider like the copy paper things like that.
Well, if you took an
Pens.
entire package
Like
of
a
that home,
ream?
that would.
Okay, what about
I would think that's stealing.
Yeah.
what about the waters in the fridge? Because I always take a bottle of water and I go home with it.
That's
Every
fine.
single
They
day.
have those in there for people to use. Like
We'll
that.
allow it.
That one's fine.
On
Okay.
site, not at home.
Yeah. for
Right
guests.
now, I'm nervous.
So a study looked into the data from hotels to see what customers steal the most, and pretty much anything that's not bolted down.
Yeah.
At the end of the list, it's like trash cans. Imagine taking the trash can from.
Oh,
God.
embarrassing.
$2 trash can.
I like the way you can separate right here because they have like now a lot of the hotel rooms have like for
recycling,
recyclables
Oh
right
yeah,
next to
the
the
little
This
split
is a nice
can.
trash can.
lamps, irons. I'm going from the bottom to the most stolen. TV remotes,
Oh, like
Why?
the universal ones.
All right.
dishes. So I'm assuming like the the glasses.
Yeah, if you're like a
Alright.
resident in.
This one I don't really consider taking because I thought that you were allowed to take those pens.
Yeah, I thought they were for us.
They are.
That's what I
they
thought.
want you
Like
to have those.
swag.
They're
Oh,
always
really?
the crappiest.
I
pens,
take them
though.
every time.
Yeah,
too.
and the little notepads.
Yeah, because my wife constantly loses the ones.
Crappy. I get really nice ones.
Hair dryers. Who would think to take the hair
You're
dryer?
allowed to
No.
take that?
They're going to charge you afterwards.
Yeah, I'd be scared.
They'll
of that.
notice it's gone.
All right, so these are the most stolen items. Pillows,
Yep.
No.
I wouldn't want to take
hell
that.
I've done that.
blanket. You have?
Yeah. I was in high school, but yes, I did take a pillow from a hotel.
I've taken a blanket.
Oh, you would want
From a
that.
hotel?
did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Think about. Oh God.
Like
guys
a
are
comforter
gross.
blanket?
Those are like jizz soaked.
No, it wasn't a comforter. It was one that I had to I think I special asked for, but it was nice. It was like a knit blanket. It was like a waffle type one, and I really
I do
liked
love
it.
those.
And I
Yikes.
did, and I went, you know what? If they charge me, they charge me. I want this blanket, and they just never
Yeah.
did. I expected to be charged.
Yeah. Toiletries, which again, if they're little sample ones, like who
they're for
cares
us.
about
They
that?
want you to take
But
them.
now a lot of the places have like the big bottles of
Yeah.
stuff, and they're
Bolted to the wall.
Yeah, they're in that like lock
Yep.
mechanism thing or whatever.
Just refill your own bottle before you leave.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah, toiletries, hangers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the hotels have like
Yeah.
the nicer wood ones.
Sometimes you can't even get those off the rod.
True.
Yeah.
Motel
Now I
safe.
have destroyed a couple of hotel hangers, like when I've jammed up
Doing
the
what?
Well, when I've jammed up the toilet.
Oh, I
what?
thought you meant like Schmorfin
Wait,
or something.
wait.
Yeah, because I'm doing abortions. I
don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Well,
Wait,
Clogging
you
the toilet.
You were a bad kid.
Yeah.
You
Gina's-
stuck a hanger down the toilet?
No, so like
As a plunger.
I didn't.
kinda.
Remember, I don't understand
clear.
plunging.
Okay, so I'm used to having the butt washing toilet seat at home. Don't need a lot of toilet paper just to drive, right? Just to clean up. And Seabass can appreciate that because he does the same thing. And it's
In his own
use
way.
a lot less toilet paper. But if it's just like a regular toilet with toilet paper, like this is where Sammy and I are the same. We will use a boxing glove worth of toilet paper. So
Yes.
you'll get a clog from time to time, right?
Yeah.
So there's no plungers in the hotel, and I'm like, I don't want to have to call the person to come up there, which I have, and I will, to have them come plunge the toilet, right?
Boy.
But what I'll try first is I'll go into the closet, and you have the ones, the hangers that have like a wooden dowel rod that goes across the bottom
for
of
like
it, right?
pants. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like but there's a metal bar and then a wood bar that goes right next to it that kind of holds the pants together. I'll rip that wood dowel out of there, use that to kind of jam into the toilet to pull like the clog back out toward, the inside of the bowl.
MacGyver.
Yeah, and then usually everything goes down because it's just a matter of like a snowball's worth of toilet paper getting clumped right there,
Yep.
and so you just kind of relieve it.
And you would think
Okay.
after one time doing that, Greg, you'd be so mortified that you'd figure out how to wipe your butt properly.
Right, exactly. I would go to poop school.
But you know what I've done since then? What I've done since then is sometimes I'll go into, and if I think about it, like if I go in there just to take a leak, I'll see how strong the flush is.
You'll give it the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah, and if it's a pretty weak flusher, what I'll do is if I have to take a dump, I'll go back down to the ones in the lobby and I'll dump down there.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah,
The
Because if
industrial
something
ones.
clears out
More
and or
industrial.
clogs up, I can just clear out.
Yeah.
With whatever.
Or just do what Greg and I would do: run out the window of
Yeah.
the hotel.
Hangers. Okay, so these are the top two most stolen things. Bathrobes.
Do they
People
even,
take the robes.
are those in hotels anymore?
Again,
Yeah.
poor people.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
In nice
okay.
hotels.
In my hotel, yeah.
And then number one is towels.
But the robes always have notes. Like if you take this towel, you'll be charged
Or the
$125.
I'm not a robe guy, so I would never take
But
it. Yeah.
but now I think they don't keep track of the towels as closely because now a lot of the hotels they'll say like, we're only coming through to clean once every other day or like once during your stay or so when it was every day they would know, okay, take one, leave one.
Yeah,
Take one, leave one. Now with like if you go a couple days and there's no house cleaning, you can still call for more towels, but they're not necessarily taking the old ones.
And you know where
Oh.
they
Yeah.
absolutely don't keep track is at the pool. So you go to the pool,
right, yeah.
Towels.
you put your towel around your waist, go back to your room, free pool towel.
Well,
And they're cute with the lines on them.
yeah, they usually have stripes. and stuff.
yeah.
They're the nicer ones.
That is accurate, except at like Vegas resort style pools. where
yeah,
they make
then you have a towel key.
Yeah, you put your
basically.
key, you give them your key. And
Yeah.
But
Weak.
correct. For average hotels, that is accurate, Greg. I don't want us giving out false information.
877-44
Don't do it. It's
Woody.
wrong.
Text us over to 22987. More Woody Show next. Hang on.
The Woody Show. Back in a bit. Back in a few. Be right